Gentlemen, let me introduce myself. I am a urologist and men's health specialist with 7 years of experience helping men over 50 regain confidence, pleasure, and connection in their intimate lives. Today, we will be discussing a topic that many men feel shy about: how to pleasure a woman with your fingers in the most effective way possible. You may be thinking, fingering? Isn't that something young men figure out? But that is simply not true. In fact, for men over 50, learning how to do this correctly can completely transform intimacy, deepen emotional bonds, and make every encounter more pleasurable for both partners. But before we dive in, I have a small request for you. Please like this video, leave a comment below telling me where you are watching from, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss out on these tips designed specifically for men over 50 who want to feel confident and skilled in the bedroom. Now, let's address a common misconception. Many people believe that fingering is a simple task that anyone can do, so there is no need to learn how to do it properly, but that is far from the truth. Just like golf or cooking, skill makes a huge difference. A man who understands how to stimulate a woman biologically, emotionally, and practically can unlock levels of pleasure that most men never reach. Biologically, your fingers are flexible, sensitive, and precise, far more versatile than a penis for certain types of stimulation. The clitoris, vaginal lips, and G-spot all respond to subtle movements, pressure, and timing, things that fingers can excel at. This is why it is crucial for men over 50 to learn how to use their fingers effectively during intimacy. But it's not just about the physical aspect. Emotionally, women don't just respond to touch, RMR. They respond to patience, attentiveness, and connection. By taking the time to explore and pleasure a woman with your fingers, you are showing her that you care about her pleasure and are fully present in the moment. This can deepen the emotional bond between partners and make the experience even more enjoyable for both of you. So, gentlemen, don't underestimate the power of your fingers. With the right techniques and mindset, you can bring your partner to new levels of pleasure and strengthen your intimate connection. Stay tuned for the next part of this series, where we will dive deeper into the specifics of fingering and how to do it correctly for maximum impact. Fingering is not just a physical act, but an intimate language of care. It requires a professional approach, with clean hands, trimmed nails, and deliberate movements. Skipping these basics can lead to discomfort or even cause cuts on the delicate tissue. I have worked with numerous men over the age of 50 who believed that intimacy was no longer possible for them. However, once they learned proper technique and pacing, their partners reported more intense orgasms, a stronger connection, and renewed attraction. Today, I will guide you through 7 tips that will elevate your fingering skills. These tips are backed by science, easy to remember, and effective for men of all ages. Mistake number 1: skipping foreplay. Many men see foreplay as just a prelude, something to quickly get through. However, biologically, a woman's body responds gradually to sexual stimulation. Blood flow increases to the genitals, the vaginal walls lubricate, and the clitoris becomes highly sensitive. Skipping foreplay can result in reduced pleasure and even discomfort for your partner. Emotionally, foreplay signals attentiveness, patience, and respect for her experience. Practically, start with kissing, touching her neck, caressing her thighs, and teasing her over her clothing before moving directly to her vagina. This anticipation creates stronger arousal and deeper pleasure. One of my patients, a man in his early 60 seconds, admitted that he always skipped foreplay. After trying slow, deliberate teasing, he noticed that his partner's body responded much more openly, making intimacy far more satisfying for both of them. Mistake number 2: rushing inside. Many men make the mistake of rushing inside without properly preparing their partner's body. This can lead to discomfort and even pain for her. Instead, take your time and build up arousal through foreplay. When you do enter her, start slowly and gently, allowing her body to adjust and become fully aroused. This will not only prevent discomfort, but also increase pleasure for both of you. Mistake number 3: using too much pressure. The vagina is a sensitive area, and too much pressure can cause discomfort or even pain. Instead, use a light touch and focus on the clitoris, which is the most sensitive part of the female genitalia. Experiment with different levels of pressure and ask your partner for feedback to find out what feels best for her. Mistake number 4: neglecting the clitoris. Many men focus solely on penetration and neglect the clitoris, which is the key to female orgasm. The clitoris has over 8,000 nerve endings and is the most sensitive part of the female body. Use your fingers to stimulate the clitoris in a circular motion, varying the speed and pressure to find what feels best for your partner. Mistake number 5: not communicating with your partner. Every woman's body is different, and what works for one may not work for another. It is important to communicate with your partner and ask for feedback. Pay attention to her body language and listen to her verbal cues. This will help you understand what she likes and dislikes, making the experience more pleasurable for both of you. Mistake number 6: not using lubrication. The vagina naturally produces lubrication, but sometimes sometimes it may not be enough. If your partner is not fully aroused, or if she experiences discomfort, use a water-based lubricant to enhance pleasure and prevent any discomfort or pain. Mistake number 7, not exploring different positions. Many men stick to one position when fingering, but different positions can provide different sensations and increase pleasure for both partners. Experiment with different positions and ask your partner for feedback to find out what works best for both of you. In conclusion, fingering is not just a physical act, but an intimate language of care. By avoiding these common mistakes and following these tips, you can elevate your fingering skills and provide your partner with intense orgasms, a stronger connection, and renewed attraction. Remember to approach it like a professional, communicate with your partner, and always prioritize her pleasure. With these tips, you can become a master of fingering and take your partner's pleasure to new heights. Some men make the mistake of going straight for penetration with their fingers, treating their partner's body like a piece of meat. However, biologically, a woman's tissues need gradual stimulation. Starting too fast can cause pain and reduce sensitivity. Emotionally, this signals impatience or a lack of care, a negated talk, killing desire, before it even has a chance to begin. Practically, it's important to start by gently stroking the vaginal lips, tracing circles around the clitoris, and paying attention to her responses. Wait for signs of arousal, such as heavy breathing, increased lubrication, and subtle movements before inserting a finger. One couple shared with me that once the man slowed down and focused on his partner's pleasure first, she felt truly seen and enjoyed the experience much more than before. This highlights the importance of taking things slow and being attentive to your partner's needs. Mistake number 3 is using too much pressure or too many fingers too soon. Many men assume that more is better, but this is not the case. Biologically, vaginal tissue is delicate and can easily become uncomfortable or even painful with too much pressure. Emotionally, using force can undermine trust and make a woman withdraw. Practically, it's best to start with one finger and gently explore, using a come hither motion. Only add a second finger if she shows clear readiness. Keep the movement slow, responsive, and adjust to her reactions. One man shared that he made the mistake of trying 2 fingers immediately, which his partner disliked. However, after switching to a slow one-finger approach, she became much more responsive and the experience became intensely pleasurable. This highlights the importance of being patient and paying attention to your partner's reactions. Mistake number 4 is ignoring the G-spot. Many men don't know where it is or how to stimulate it.